Daisy Backstar. Chapter 001. Smell of Humans. Original story by Daisy Backstar. All original characters by Daisy Backstar. Audio and video by Daisy Backstar. Artworks and editing by Daisy Backstar. Original script by Daisy Backstar. Last review. February 29, 2024. Attention! This is a story separated into chapters. Look for the index or playlist to find the correct order of chapter progression. Thanks for watching The Secret Life of Daisy Backstar. Botanical Laboratory No. 05 is a laboratory separated by large corridors between a special experiment area, archives area, outpatient area and different laboratories that carry out scientific studies with live plants. Botanical Laboratory No. 05 is located in a large research center maintained by the Scientific Foundation. The research center has several integrated laboratories that work in diverse study areas such as particle physics, chemistry, biology and medical studies. The entire complex of scientific laboratories was installed in an old underground anti-nuclear shelter that is located more than 5 kilometers underground. Distant from the surface of the planet, but this is not planet Earth and it is not the same galaxy as Earth. The only exit from the laboratory is a deep elevator. In this strange laboratory lives a little girl confined in an outpatient room inside Botanical Laboratory No. 05. Daisy looks like a little girl of 7 or 8 years old with big, curvy green eyes, a bit of freckles under her eyes and hair as green as fresh leaves. Every morning Daisy wakes up early and puts on her old ballet slippers that are already worn out from running through the long corridors of Botanical Laboratory No. 05. She is usually wearing a hospital gown and wears a bracelet with a laboratory label. Daisy loves to run, jump and walk. This morning Daisy runs to find Dr. Richard Backstar, the scientist who created Daisy. He is a tall man with a triangle topknot, usually wearing a scientist's coat. He was very serious, analyzing numerical data in a spreadsheet on the display of a personal computer. Dr. Richard Backstar's office is small and stuffy, but it is well organized. Richard Baxter is a prominent biologist at the Scientific Foundation. He has a doctorate in evolutionary exobiology and a student of advanced exobotany. "Good morning, Dr. Richard Backstar," said little Daisy with a smiling face as she broke the profound silence of that serious scientific workplace. The doctor drops a pen and looks at Daisy with a very serious look for a few seconds. Daisy gestures on her face, suddenly feeling a certain concern that has suddenly replaced her initial state, which was much more optimistic and smiling. "Doctor, I feel your concern. I feel your emotions are conflicted," Daisy said. Then Dr. Richard Backstar laughs loudly. "I don't know how you do it, you little tricotyledon sprout. Are you trying to read my mind, as if you have a telepathic ability?" said the doctor. Then Daisy gestures her head negatively. "No, doctor, I can feel it. It's something that only plants understand. I can't explain it in human language. It's a type of communication. It's not magic, it's not telepathy, but humans are not capable of hearing," Daisy said. The doctor grumbled. "I am a scientist. My job is to understand things. You know that. I created you. You are my scientific experiment. But now I understand that you are like any human person. I have to get you out of here. You will never have the life of a normal person while trapped inside the laboratory," said the doctor. Then Daisy hugs the doctor. "Doctor, the doctor taught me everything about the universe, about mathematics and science. I am happy here. I am your experience. I know that I am not human, but for me, you doctor, you are like my father," Daisy said. Then the doctor carries little Daisy a few steps away from where they were and carefully places her on her feet. Then the doctor walks away from her. "And how are you able to have affection for me, after everything I've done? I'm a monster, you're just a child, I don't think you understand things." I'm sorry for you," said the doctor, almost crying. Then Daisy sits on the cold floor, looking seriously at the doctor with her big green eyes. "Doctor, I don't understand things, I'm just a child, the doctor must help me, I don't know anything about life, I live here in the laboratory, I'm scared, don't leave me alone," Daisy said. Then Dr. Richard Backstar helps Daisy up and then hugs her tightly. "My little plant, I will protect you, I will get you out of here, right now. Let's leave the laboratory together. Hold my hand and I will take you out," said the doctor. Daisy holds Dr. Richard Backstar's hand and the two run together down the main hallway towards the elevator that leads to the exit. Daisy stops for a moment and the doctor returns for her. "What's up, Daisy?" the doctor asked. "I smell humans," Daisy said. "Human smell, what do you mean?" "You know I'm human, wouldn't it smell like me?" asks the doctor. "It's like a sweaty socks smell, it's a kind of smell, so you humans don't recognize your own smell?" Daisy wondered. "But my socks are always well washed. Now let's get out of here as quickly as possible," said the doctor. Daisy and the doctor start running to the elevator door. When Daisy and the doctor get close to the door and the doctor's hand approaches the buttons that make the elevator work. Before the doctor can press any button, the elevator door suddenly opens. Inside the elevator was a blonde security guard with a poorly trimmed mustache and an unfriendly expression. The guard blocks the entrance and prevents Daisy and Dr. Richard Backstar from entering. "Let's see here, who are you? Why are you running?" the guard asked. "I'm Dr. Richard Backstar from Botanical Laboratory number 05. I'm going out with my daughter to get some fresh air outside, you know how kids are, she loves to run." So the doctor introduced himself to the guard. "Yes, I love running, that's true," Daisy said innocently. "And your daughter was going to go out there wearing a hospital gown?" "Let me see better," said the guard. Then the guard examines the lab tag on Daisy's nightgown and her ID bracelet. "That's not a normal child, that's a biological experiment from the Advanced Biotechnology Laboratory, that's not even a human being, they're not allowed to leave," said the guard. Another 3 guards arrive at the scene. "It's her, don't call her a thing, she's a person. I created her, I decided that now she can go outside, let me go with my child," said Dr. Richard Backstar. Then one of the guards holds a rifle threateningly in front of the doctor. "Doctor, I'm scared," Daisy said. "Colonial government law is very clear. Any unregistered biological creature can only be transported to the planetary surface or atmosphere if it is properly contained in a cryogenic capsule in a state of suspended animation," said the guard. "Have mercy, guard, I'm not going to freeze a child just to take her out," said the doctor. Then the guard with the rifle hits the doctor's arm with a butt, hurting him cruelly. Daisy confronts the guard by placing herself between the guard and Dr. Richard Backstar. "Look at that little monster's face, creatures that look human are the most dangerous," the guard said, looking into Daisy's big green eyes. Dr. Richard Backstar is surprised to see how the little Daisy defended him against those big and threatening guards, then ignores the pain of the injury the guard inflicted on him. "Daisy, come with me," says the doctor. Then the doctor holds Daisy's hand and leads her back to Botanical Laboratory number 05. The guards were satisfied with the retreat of the scientist and his laboratory subject. Arriving in Daisy's hospital room, the doctor sits on the cold floor, curling up on his injured arm. Doctor, they hurt you. Was it because of me? Is it my fault? Daisy asked. It's not your fault, Daisy. Humans are like that. You need to be careful. We are a hostile species and you are a plant. You are as fragile as a flower. Yet you had the courage to face those colonial guards to try to defend me, said the doctor, impressed. Daisy takes a first aid kit and bandages the doctor's arm. Doctor, at that moment, I just wanted to stop the colonial guards from continuing to hurt you, so I placed myself in front of the guards between them and you, doctor. Daisy said. You little Daisy, you're really not human, there's something about you that's different. I think you're better, said the doctor. I'm no different, I'm just a plant, I'm like any tree or plant in the garden. I'm a tricotyledon. A scientist's job is to understand things, so your job is to understand that all plants are people just like me, Daisy said. You are thinking primarily about the benefit of other plants. Children your age are not so altruistic. It is natural for a human child to be self-centered for most of their childhood, said Doctor. I'm still learning to imitate human behavior. Should I be self-centered? Should I, doctor? Daisy asked. No, Daisy, you must be yourself. You are perfect just the way you are. I am so proud to have raised you, my little tricotyledon seedling, said the doctor. Last review, February 29, 2024. Original book belonged to @Daisy Backstar.